So then guys, great news! It does look like in 2025 we are going to be getting an updated iPad Pro, and it looks like we have the potential to have an even slightly bigger display with smaller bezels, and also the upgrade of M5 being put inside of the device. And today I want to go over all the details about this and also include details about the release date and price too. But just quickly, let's talk about where we are right now with the iPad Pro. So back in 2024, we got the iPad Pro with a brand new design. It's a super thin design that we have right now, and depending if you get the 13-inch or you get the 11-inch model, you get two different sizes. You get a mega 5.3mm thickness iPad if you get the 11-inch, or you get a 5.1mm thickness if you get the 13-inch model. And this is Apple's thinnest ever model of any product they have ever made. It's absolutely crazy for this with the iPad Pro. But not only this, we also got the tandem OLED display put inside of it, and I've said this multiple times, for a small device like a laptop, a MacBook, you know, any kind of thing out there, or a tablet, this is the best OLED display I have seen on any mobile device out there. It's absolutely incredible, and if you haven't seen one yet, go and test one out because it does look amazing. But not only this, we also got the M4 put inside of the iPad Pro, and this was the first device to get an M4 chip inside of it, and it is super powerful for what it is. Now fast forward into 2025, something else what has made the iPad a bit more special now is the new release of iPadOS 26, or the betas, I would say, of that. And obviously this is going to be coming out in September time. But one of the big things about this is that we had multitasking added. We've also got updates to the Files app and loads of other little changes like the Preview app and things like this, what's actually made the iPad Pro definitely a really good workhorse now to actually, you know, use Pro apps in Windows and things like this. This is going to be absolutely superb now. It's something that we've been wanting with iPadOS. And finally, we do have it. What is fantastic news to hear. So this means then for the next generation of the iPad Pro, what are we going to be getting? Because we've got the OS sorted now, and obviously we have a great foundation of the M4 iPad Pro. What is coming next? Well, the most evident kind of change we're going to be getting is the M5 put inside of the iPad Pro. So the M5 chip is coming along, and we've been told that this is definitely going to be getting a 10-core CPU inside of it, but something else that could also be put inside of the iPad Pro is an update to the amount of cores we get with the GPU. This could actually be going up to a 12-core GPU this time, because we haven't actually had an upgrade in cores on the M normal series ever since the M2. So when we had the M1, we had an 8-core GPU, then we went up to a 10-core GPU, so we didn't get any changes there for M3, but when M4 came along, well, we got the extra 2 more cores in the actual CPU area, but that was it. We had nothing else changed in GPU cores. So it's more than likely that Apple, if they're going to do any updates, it's going to be to the GPU cores, so we're going to get upgrades there. And what I would also be saying with this M5 iPad Pro is that with the standard amount of RAM inside of it is more than likely going to be 16 gigabytes. Whereas, say with the M4 iPad Pro, if you went for the lower amount of storage, well, you only got the certain amount of 8 gigabytes. So yeah, 16 gigabytes will be the new standard inside of the iPad Pro, and possibly that 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte option may also give us the likes of 24 gigabytes of RAM. We'll have to wait and see on that. The only other thing as well is the minimum amount of storage may also go up a tier again, but obviously we just had that recently with the iPads along the range, so I doubt this is going to happen to the iPad Pro anytime soon. But then the only other big change what could also be happening to the iPad Pro is the actual screen sizes could be getting a little bit bigger. So right now we have an 11-inch and we have a 13-inch iPad Pro, but this could go up to say about 11.5 or even 13.5 inches from this leak that we've seen right here. It's been saying that the bezels are going to get smaller now on the iPad Pros, and because of those smaller kind of bezels that we're going to get inside of it, this means obviously the actual screen inside would be slightly bigger. Like I said, I can't imagine it being too much bigger. There's got to be some sort of slight bezel because obviously we've got Face ID key at the top. And also if you do hold an iPad Pro, you know, if you put your fingers on it, then obviously you do actually have to still hold a bit of the display when you hold it with two hands. So yeah, I can imagine there's going to be still a bit of bezel there for it. But the cool news is it does look like that we are going to get a slightly bigger display, and this is really good news to hear. But first, just quickly, I want to tell you about the giveaway we're doing on this channel at the end of September time this year, and it's for this iPad Pro you're seeing. And one lucky subscriber is going to get their hands on it. And this iPad Pro is a spec'd up model. It is the 13-inch model of the OLED iPad Pro, and then it's also got 1 terabyte of storage. And if you know anything about an iPad Pro with 1 terabyte storage, that means it's got the top spec M4, so it's got the 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU. It's also got 16 gigabytes of RAM, and then on top of that too, this is the cellular Wi-Fi model. And like I said, I'm giving it away to one lucky subscriber on this channel. And all you have to do to enter into this giveaway, it's quite simple at this stage. Just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to still get in 2025. Maybe it will be a new iPad, maybe it'll be a new MacBook, maybe it'll be a new AirPods, iPhone. Put it down in the comments below. It could be even something nothing to do with Apple, Nintendo Switch 2, or something else. Like I said, put it down into the comments below right now. Now, the other part of the giveaway will be happening at the end of September time. And this is where I'll be making a video giving you even more details, including the form to fill in around that time. So the best thing you can do right now is subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell because you want to get that video. Plus, you also want to be a subscriber too, because obviously I'm giving this away to a subscriber. The last thing I want to quickly say about this giveaway is that sadly there are still scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. So moving on then from this, what about the release date and the price for the iPad Pro? Well, let's start out with the release date. Well, we've been hearing that Apple are looking to make the M5 chips for the likes of the MacBook Pros and also for the iPad Pro, and this has been going around for a while now that it could be happening at the end of this year. But we've had another leak in again telling us that the iPad Pro definitely looks like it's going to be coming out the fall of this year, autumn time this year. So this is most likely the time it's going to be targeted towards is going to be probably the end of October, beginning of November time. And I personally think we're going to get updates to the iPad Pro and the MacBook Pros around this time. And this is going to be a really great time to actually get that update, because by that time, you know, the M4 iPad Pro would have been out for 18 months. So this makes a lot of sense to update it around this time. So this is going to be absolutely fantastic to hear and see that we'll be able to get our hands on it around then. But then the next question you might be asking is, what about the price? What will happen there? Well, I would say more than likely the price is going to stay the same, because mainly the big change is going to be M5 put inside this iPad. And even if we get a slightly bigger display, I can't imagine that the price is going to go up. We're not getting a new design iPad altogether. So I still believe that, you know, the 11-inch model will start at $999 US, and then the likes of, say, the 13-inch, well, that will start at the price of around about $1,300 for it. But obviously, give it a couple of months on Amazon. You know, if you go to Best Buy or whatever your favorite technology retailer out there, you'll probably be able to get it a couple of, you know, $100 cheaper, or even at least $100 cheaper shopping around. This is going to be great news to hear. But that is probably what the price is going to be, unless tariffs come into play. Obviously, over the last 6 months, we've been thinking that tariffs were going to come in and, you know, they're going to come into a big effect and change everything for Apple. It really hasn't really done anything at the moment. Now, obviously, that still could change by the time they do come out, but as it stands, I would say be looking towards what the M4 iPad Pros are right now. But of course, if any tariffs come into play and obviously do affect the pricing, well, obviously, I'll be letting you guys know about it here on this channel. But with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. Is the new iPad Pro M5 something that you're looking to get? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, if you've enjoyed watching this video, please do press the like button. As always, you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews, and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.